Hello everyone, and welcome to another live stream of my little game, Runes of the Deep. See, I knew I forgot something. Normally I have Ghost Rider open to have my stuff here with the game and stuff. Let's do this. So yeah, this is the game. Runes of the Deep. I'm sub 2, welcome. Welcome. Yeah, I've decided to do yet another live stream of my little game. I was working on it anyway, so. The little dude seems sunken in the ground again. His feet are in the ground. Anyway, today I want to work on some of the models and things in the game. For example, the door that is here right now is just a very flat texture only. And I think this at least needs to be an opening. So I think I'm going to model a 2 meters tall model of just an opening, and then we need to figure out a way of rotating them so they all fit in the wall. And I think I'm going to create a special plane for these little characters as well, with the pivot at the bottom. In between streams I added this. I think this one is just sinking, or is it me? Yeah. This one doing the same thing? No. Why is this little one sinking? So there is this look at thing. Can I go up? No. Normally in VR you won't fly around like this. Odd. Also, this little line here is probably my sword or the shield that's in the way. In VR, I can show in VR actually. Let me just show it in VR. Grab my controls. Is the VR working? Yes, it's working. It's this one. Oh. I just restarted Wonderland, so it's probably not working. Let me quickly trigger it. Here we go. Oh. Damn it. So let's go into VR. Let's see how it looks here. So this is the game in VR, and we can teleport around. Now eventually we need to go and talk to these guys. This one and this little one. Right now they look at the floor, I think. They should look forward only, but that's a little bug. But they kind of look at you. Now this is the door, and it doesn't look very good. And that's the first thing I want to tackle today. Just make the door look better. And then we pass through it. There's another one here. But it should be just inside the wall. At least a little bit. Maybe there's just wood around it and then a door. Or it should be just not even a door. Just a hole in the wall that is black and with some wood beams inside it. So you see like an entrance. I think that might be the first thing I'm going to try. So let's switch back to my desktop. Now I was about to get started. This is the Blender file for this game. Yeah, the models in the game are pretty simple. There's a ceiling, there's a cube, there's a floor. You can even see it because it's exactly like the same as that one. There's an inverted sphere. This is what I use to fade in and out of the... when you go from room to room, and I needed the plane at some point. And right now, this might be useful for the character, by the way. Just realized that. And the trick is, it has the pivot at the bottom. And by default, the pivot is in the center. But because I want to have them stand on the floor, this is your 1 by 1 by 1, or 16 by 16 pixels, actually. Is there a texture on it? No, there's not. But the door is going to be, it's just a plane now, but it's going to be a 1 meter deep and 2 meters tall thing. Now, I was thinking of first just add something like this. And then E to extrude 2 meters. And then we take this edge, extrude on the Y until we need to enable the snap. Why is it not snapping? Oh, I want to snap to vertex. E to extrude on the Y axis and then snap to this one. Now it's exactly the right size. And we do the same on the other side. Although it doesn't really matter because it's in the back. So we could actually, let's undo this. We could do the door in the back here. Oh, damn it. Became a 12-meter door. E to extrude. No. Edge. E to extrude on the Y to there. E to extrude on the Y to... E to extrude on the Y to there. E to there, E to there. We make the inside. E to there, E to there. So now we have like an entrance. It's just a bit deeper. But now, because we have these, we can easily texture them differently. We can make this some wood beam, or maybe just extrude it a little bit. So there will be some structure inside. Let's check the normals. See, so this one is flipped. It's Shift N. No. Control N. No. Oh wait. I thought it was N. It was Shift N. So now all the normals are correct. But the red ones are the outside, the blue ones are the inside. Now let's, I think, to make the textures work. And I want to split this. If I select this face and I do Control R. Merge. So R. Why can't I split? I can split the outside here, but I cannot split the inside. I can split the bottom, but I cannot split the inside. What's wrong with that? Wait, I can split the back? How will that split? Now that I think of it, we don't even need the back. Or we can make this deeper. We can do this. X. And then F to fill. Let's do this. Now we need to check the face normals again because everything is flipped now. So let's just select the entire inside. Let's do N. Is that correct? Yes. We can start with this as a door. Let's add some materials. Other materials in here yet? Not really, not the right ones at least. Let's do a new one. Let's call this... We're going to replace them in Wonderland anyway. So let's call this door. And let's add another one and call this wall. Now the downside of this technique is that we need a Squarepack, welcome. If we do it like this, we might need to change. So let me explain my thought process here. Right now we have this door, and I want to make this like deep inside the thing, but the top, bottom, sides, there's a floor. Now I'm planning on theming everything. So it could be just the textures. And that's easy for the wall because there will just be a different wall type. I already have two. If we look at my scene here, it's a bit dark. I hope it's visible on YouTube, but this is the wall down. This is the wall that we see right now in the game. And there's a different one. So what I'm thinking of making a definition of how the game should look in a certain, well, you might call it a biome. I create a biome definition, and if a room is in that quote-unquote biome, it will use a certain texture. Now, right now, the doors are also just a 2 meter tall cube. Actually, they're 2 cubes. And the texture just repeats. But since we also have the outside, because let me show you one more thing. This is the definition of the start room. There's a door here. So we have a wall on this side. We have a wall on this side. Now there is not a wall here, but we could just add a wall on this side to be sure there are always 2 sides in here. So if we place the door at the back or halfway point, we can just place it there and we have the sides showing up there already. We just need to make sure there's always a wall on the side of a door. But I'm going to leave it out here because I want to see what happens if there is not a wall at the side of a door. But in that case, we can just say, well, we need a floor there, we need a ceiling there, just in the same style of the room. Or there's always a cube above it. And then we can just delete these faces. Maybe even 2 in. Oh. And then this will be the door. So there will be a little bit of wood there, and there will be wood there. Then maybe I'm going to extrude all of this. How did you do that? Is it this one? There was the special extrude. Control E? No, Shift E. E. Normal E. Oh. I thought you could just extrude on the normals. Am I... This one. Yeah. This is what I want. So now we have this small inset here. Now we can optimize by removing a couple of these faces. Because these will never show. Are these on the other side as well? No. I think this is fine. Now we just need to texture it, and then we have a doorway. Or we might even remove the floor. Why is there an edge there? How many edges are there? Wait. Let's merge first. Let's do one all merge distance 70. What? And there are still edges here. Dissolve edges. No. X. Also, why are the colors weird now? Because I set the face orientation on. Okay, they're gone. So this will be our door. Now we don't need the wall again anymore. Oh, you cannot remove a slot in edit mode. Just read what it says. Okay. This is a door. And I'm just going to use the same material for now on everything. Now, let me check. Did I export everything individually, or is there one big thing? It's tiles. Okay, so I did export everything. Let's make sure everything is turned on. I don't think I need to export the objects. Q. Exports. Let's say export to W. It's not in the art, it's in the models. Tiles. Export. So technically, we should have a door now. Is there a door? There is a door. And it's rotated 180 degrees, but I don't think that matters because we need to set them up anyway. So now we can remove this one. The pivot is at the bottom, so we need to have the second one. It's pretty dark in here. I wish there was an easy way of lighting things. Let's just move this right in front of the door. It has a door texture, but I forgot to set it up correctly. I didn't do the UV mapping. So we need to select everything. Do a UV of cube. And then set the cube to 1 meter. And then we're just going to move everything in place. Let's zoom in. I don't know if there is an easy way of getting this correct. Maybe I can snap. I can snap to a vertex, absolute snap grid. Oh, there. So now it is just the whole thing. So now when we export everything, oh, I need to select this, make sure it's correct. Is it correct now? Yes. So now we have the UV set up correctly like it was, except now we have wood around the door and the door is in the back. Now when we go into here and we refresh, the doors will look like crap because, yeah. I don't know why there's a wall right here. That's actually kind of odd. Because I never programmed there to be a wall there. Although it could be that there always was a wall there. But as you can see, there is a door here. But the problem is, let me show you. Oh, there is a door there as well. There as well. There is an issue when you move too fast, and it only happens when you are not in VR. If I do it manually, let's show. Here's the door in the other direction. See, we need to rotate the door because now it's there. So we need to remove one tile and we need to rotate the door. Room renderer. So here's the door. If it's 0, we render the door, else render a wall. And that is not correct. If it is 1 and there's no door, if it's 0, I think this is wrong. If it's 1 and there's no door, I've been modifying this code. I should just skip it. The problem is it always needs to return a tile, so I need to modify this. Or just do nothing. Oh. So now when there's no door, it goes right with the door, but if there's no door, it doesn't render anymore. It doesn't render at all. And that is because the walls can higher. If it's 1 and there's no door, if it is 1 and it has a door, we need to skip it. We need to split this. If it is 1. If not has door. Are we correct now? Else. If it is 1 and it has a door? Weird stuff, but... Oh, wait. I think I know. For some reason, my Wonderland isn't watching the files today. Or yesterday, or sometimes. Because now we have the top walls again, and above the door, yeah. See, so now we have a door that is built in the wall. It is deeper, it is correct. Now we also need to add a floor. The floor thing is already here. The trick is, we need to do both. Maybe I need to add the floor, but the floor can be different. The floor can be different for every, well, biome type thing. What I'm doing with some parts, like the interior, which is not really there yet, but and the characters, there can be 3 characters right now. And it's just a different routine. We could just leave an opening for the door in the wall. Because we cannot do both. I wonder if it would be a performance issue at some point. Because we just have a routine for the floor and the ceiling. We have one for the walls. We have one for the doors, one for the interior, one for the enemies, one for... But I think we need to skip doors for now. And yeah, and just create a door routine. Add... I was wondering what this music was. I don't know this song. Add... doors, room design is the same thing as we do in other places. Actually, these need to be private, so we can make this one private as well. Oh, order doesn't really matter. This dot add doors. Hot in here. So I cannot open a window or anything while streaming. So it gets really hot in my room in the summer. Okay. So right now, if we need to render a door or a wall, we need to add an opening or a wall. And I wonder what we need to do. Are we going to render a... We need to render nothing. So the second method will be easy, technically. We just run through... There can be only 4 doors. So... we need to check if there's an exit. Render door or wall. How do we know if there's an exit? Well, we know the door exits. We can look up the position for the door. So there probably will be just 4 pieces here. And we render every door individually. I think that's just the easiest way. Just do 4 similar things. And then in this case, if there's a wall, if we are at 1, we just skip it. If we are at 0, we can just do floor 1. So at this point... Oh wait, I need to trigger this. At this point, we have a very big issue. Probably an error. No door tile found. Oh. It's floor 01. Let's rename this to floor tile. And just do the error. No, floor tile found. Floor tile found. Okay. So I really need to trigger this manually. So yeah, now we have just a hole for the door, but there's a floor tile, so we can just fit the door in here. And the funny thing is, if we need to do more with the door, if I want to make the door like overlap, that was something I was thinking before. Just add some structure or wood, just stick it to the wall. But if we need to do more with the door, we can just do it in the door routine. Renders a floor tile when there's a doorway or a wall, depending on the height. There's a door or not. So... No. Let's do F2 and then do floor. Let's call this floor or wall. Would this matter? Yes. Okay. So now we have a floor if there's a door. And now we can just add doors here. So we do if room.doors north. So if there's a door to the north, we need to don't know, this is Copilot, but I don't think it's right. We need to find the door. Oh, interesting. With the characters, I didn't do the room design. Room design is... I think room design is the pattern we're using. I was reading the pattern from the room. But room design is the pattern. So we can do this. I need the template for the characters anyway. But... and there is no way this can be undefined, so this whole thing is useless. And instead of pattern, we can use rune design. Now we need to do a similar thing like this. Well, actually, it is almost similar. So when there's a door to the north, we find in the room design something with the letter N. That a situation where there is no well, let's do door. It will be in a thing as well. There will be a weird situation if there is a north door here. We cannot find the N. There has to be an N. Every room has an N. This cannot happen. This needs this. It's not possible. It cannot happen. It's just, if you look at the templates, every room needs an exit to the north, to the east, the south, and the west. Every room needs to have that. And then when there is no exit, there will be wall there instead of a door. But there's always a north door and a south door. And this boolean makes it so that we check if it's there or not. Let me do this. So this will give the position. We do let tile is tile set find door. Now, oh, we need to. It's actually Copilot was actually correct here. Can we get it again? Yeah. Tile is possibly undefined, but again, it will be really weird if there is no tile named door, and then it can just error. We need to have this. It will be if we reference something that should be on the level blocks and it's not there, something is completely wrong. Wait, I just opened the wrong Wonderland. There we go. Okay. So we do have this objects. We create a tile, which means we clone it, and then we need to set it up. We need to set up the door. Now the funny thing is, we do that here automatically, but we don't need to do that anymore because this is only for the doors. But we know we have a door here. So right now, there is no way there is no door here. So we can just do setup door. The target room. Would it just be like N? Oh wait, this is wrong. And again here as well. I mean, in this case, it's just hard-coded, right? This is weird, but Get target room. On the N, gets the target rooms to the north. Yeah, it should be okay. So this should set up a room to the north. South. I want to check if there will be a door at the south. So let's just do S. Let's just refresh a few times to see if there is a room to the south. We got lucky. There is a room to the south. It works. There is a room now. A door here. Nice. And it should be set up as well. If we would poke it, it would just... But this looks already way better than it was. Now there is a hole, there's a doorway, there is something here instead of just a simple plane. Now, the door to the east, I think, let's just go to the south for now. There's not a door to the south, but if you look here, the other way, this door is weird. And that is, if you go through it, if you look back, it's flipped 180 degrees. So we need to, if it's a door to the north, we need to rotate it 180 degrees. So rotate object. And it is a quaternion. Oh, damn it. Does this have to be a quaternion? I think so. This is the method I need. This one takes an array and a number. So this is the axis, which is 0, 1, 1, 0. And we want to rotate it 180 degrees. If I can type. There we go. So now when we have a room to the north, it should be rotated 180 degrees. And if this works, we can just fit in the other doors and it should work automatically. Are we lucky enough to have one to the south? No, but we can go south twice. So we do one. Now we have a door to the south and we go again south. And now we have a door to the north and it's rotated correctly. Oh, this is way better. Okay, so now we need to fix the other two doors. Right here. So if we have a door to the east, let's just do E. I don't know if there's a nice way of doing this. So we clone the door, we rotate it. So if north is 180, I think this should be 270. And then the door to the west should be 90. And if this works, we're going to ask Rosie if she can figure out a nicer way of doing this. There's probably a way nicer way of dealing with the rotations and things, but I don't want to think about it. Okay, so we have rotated it in the wrong direction. So this is 90 and this is 2. Come on. 70. Now let's hope for a door there. Although we can go there once. Now there's a door there. There's no door. This is a dead end, so there's only one door. We can't go there again. We have a door there, and we have a door there. Okay, so this works. Now let's ask Rosie. Rosie is my chatbot. I can give her code. Is there a nice way of optimizing this method in my TypeScript code? It now has 4 times almost the same code, but I think it can be better. We just ask. I always ask polite. So the trick I've learned with ChatGPT kind of things is just explain it like you would explain it to someone else. So it's running right now. In the background. There we go. Yeah, you can optimize this by creating a helper function to handle the repetitive code. See, this is what I meant. S and 90. Constant directing setup door. I don't see the setup door. Add doors, create and setup door. She's not helpful today. Where's the setup door? This new implementation removes most of the redundant code and you let. I'm not sure if I like it. It's almost the same amount of code already, and it's missing a method. And there won't be any more doors anyway. I kind of like this thing with the directions. But does it make the code more readable? I don't think so. No, I'm going to keep it like this. It's not optimized, but it's fine. Thank you. Clear. So I was having, so Bing, I'm always using Bing to search, and Bing also has this chat functionality nowadays. And I was using that, and it was not really helpful. I wanted to have a list of, I don't know what, things, and I asked for it to give me the reference it used. I want to have the list of links to the sources of the list of things I got. And I asked, and I get the same list without links. I asked again. I get the same list, but there were just a colon at the end of the line. Nothing. So I asked again, and I said, please give me the list, or I'll go to Google. And then Bing said, I'm done talking. And it didn't give me a result. End of conversation. I was like, I think I have a screenshot of it. Let me check. It was so funny. Let me just make a screenshot so we get to the screenshot program. Let's see, I should have it here, I think. Yeah. So this is what it said. And I mean, there's a limit on the number of things you can ask. But it was only a 7. And there was like about 7 tries I did to get it to do right, and it just didn't. And I was trying to be funny, but it ended up even funnier. I do not prefer to continue this conversation. Okay, I'm sorry, okay. It was so funny. I think we should check it in VR. This is new? Are we... It's working? No, it crashed. It crashed. Give me 1 sec. Can I just restart it? There we go. And it always kills my browser nowadays. It's something new as well. It's shutting down the controls and the browser. This is the localhost. Oh. Software is not helpful today. Okay. Your little guy. Oh, look at the door. And is this... We can go here. Now they... Oh, the collider is still there. If I click... Oh, we can go there. That's nice. So now we are standing in front of a door, and there is a door here. That's nice. And there's a door in the darkness here. It's almost unseeable. I like it a lot. This is so much better for the doors. Now you can really see there is something there, a door. Although I'm still not sure if we need doors in a mine, but... And it's very hard to tell where you came from. There is a door there. One here. Want to go to a treasure room? What is a treasure room? No, it's not. Still no treasure room. There is a door there in the distance, in the darkness. Ah! This is going to be a treasure room. I know, because there is this weird wall in the middle here. You cannot really see what's going on. Is there not a door? Oh, there's a door. We came in here and we need to go there. Door there. There could be 2 doors. Now soon we need to fight our way through this. Oh, now we go on this side of the room. And I need to figure out a way of, one, adding more of rooms like this. Just adding like 20 different rooms. You won't be able to teleport this far. You can only teleport... This is a... We still haven't had a split, right? Or do we? There's no door there. There's a door here. At some point we need to go into a split. There's no door there. There's a door there. Not a treasure room, but there is a door here, so we just go here. No door there. There should be a door there then. There's a map still here. Is there no... Oh, I think we're almost at a split. And a dead end. This is a very nice map. Oh, actually, this is the dead end. There's a door there, so there should be a door here. Ah, it was a dead end. So now we have a door there. And a door there. So that it doesn't mean there is only one door. There could be two doors in a room. Or 3 doors in a room. Or 1. 1, 2, or 3. Is there any time where there's 4? Technically, there could be 4. Technically, there could be 4, but I don't think it ever happens. Nice. So I think this is progress. Let's make sure this is safe. Let's shut it down. Oh, let's go back here. I just shut down Blender. And let's go into my little code. Let's go in here. Optimized. Well, improved. Improved door design. Although, I wonder if I can improve the collider. See, the collider is the whole door. If we just make it smaller. This is a bug that's still in here. So this is still 1. But if we would make this a bit smaller and we just move it a little bit backwards. Yeah, so we need to check in VR. Otherwise, we can only see this in VR. Because we need a cursor for this. Still. But let's go into VR. Oh, that's weird. There is a collider there. There is a collider there, but somehow there's no collider at the side. Oh, damn it. Yeah, I know what's happening. It's a funny thing. I'm using an AABB collider. And that means this is always facing the same thing. If we rotate, the collider doesn't rotate. So for the door, we need a box. Now the box colliders are not optimized. So this is 0.5, 1, and 0.2, I think it was. Yeah. So now when we rotate it, it is rotated as well. I think we can get away with a loss of performance because we only have a maximum of 4 doors in a room, and that never happens. So it will be 3, 2, or 1 doors in the room. So let's check just to make sure it works. I need to set up my Stream Deck so I can easily switch. Well, actually, I need Rosie to switch scenes in OBS. Let's make sure reload here. Let's go into VR. It'll do it there. So now this should be, yeah. See, this is better. So now we cannot teleport. Oh, that's interesting. We cannot teleport in front of the door. We do want to teleport there. So technically, we can only... I want to be only be able to go through a door if you are actually in front of the door. So we need to be able to teleport there. Before we cannot do that because there was a collider there, but now we can. Let's fix that. So there is a check at some point. I think it's in the game state or in game. In the game component. I think this is the one. There is... no, this is the movement. It's the game state. Game state. Here we check. Can we teleport to a position? And we can teleport the position if the character that is on the map is either a period, which is just a floor, percent, that's a light, and X, that will be a spawner. But now we can also go, let's just copy this, if we have a north, south, east, or west. If there's a door, north, east, south, or west. And I just realized this is not correct. There's more to this. We can only teleport to N when there is N, but also this dot room dot doors dot north is true. Because if we cannot teleport to the north, it doesn't matter. There should be a wall there. But I don't want to be able to teleport to the N on the map. Because we will render a... Let me show you on the templates. This one. So if we want to teleport to the N, if there's no door, we will render a wall. But if we would be able to allow teleporting there, we might be able to teleport into the wall because there's an N. I don't want that to happen, so we need to check it. So this will be a bit more complex, but... oh well. Let's do this. Open. Let's copy this. Let's do... oh, that's too much. Let's do this. 3 lines. Paste. Now this needs to be east, south, and west. Format. This should be fine. Again, we can only test this in VR, so let's check VR. I'm so glad. It's so easy to go in and out of VR. Is it working? I need to keep an eye out. Sometimes it stops working. But if you need to, and that's one of the great things about WebXR, if you are on another device, you need to build. Now, if you build for the quest in Unity, you can attach it, but it is not really. Oh, see, now we can teleport here, and I think at this point we should be able to add the door, enter the door. Now, I don't want you to be able to teleport to all the way. You can only teleport like 1 forward. You need to move around. Maybe I can add a way of walking as well. Yeah, this is nice. So you can teleport there. Now you cannot teleport into the wall there. There should be a door in the middle, but you cannot teleport there because there's no door now. Nice. So we can teleport in there. We can enter the room. Nice. There's no door there. There's a door here. It's actually pretty nice. It feels natural to teleport there. Yes, it works. I love it. So whatever else happens today, we've made progress. And that's what makes me happy. Teleport into the doorway. Commit. And push. Now I really want to get into the spawning of creatures and fighting of the creatures. But I have not figured out how I want to do that. The spawning could be easy, because every room is going to have a state. There are some things already, but there is going to be a room state. And every thing in the room, it will just work. But I'm at a point where almost all basic things work. I would have set it to critical. And the next thing, add treasure chests to the treasure rooms. And then we need to create loot tables for the treasure chests. Oh, there's also something I'm gonna do. So what I like to do is, if you look at the map here, there are dead ends. So for example, right at the bottom here, there's a dead end. I want to make it worth going to a dead end. So if you would end up in a dead end, it should be cool that you're there. And there should be something to be found there. A treasure chest. If it's a dead end, there's a treasure there. But these are treasure rooms and save rooms. More of it. So every 10 rooms, there is a save room. It could be both. This is an end room and a save room. And these are very close together. But that's just because this is a 10th step of all the way. And this one as well. Oh, there's another one here at the end. That's funny. And this one is nice as well. So you go here and either left or right is a treasure room. I also have an issue with the randomization, but it's a bug in my random function. I'm using my own random function. And I've been using that one for a while. I based it on all kinds of crazy stuff I found on Stack Overflow. I think I can show it. It's pretty cool. Alright, I say Stack Overflow, but I don't even know if it was Stack Overflow. All around the internet. And it should be in here. It's my own RNG. And it just has a bunch of weird numbers. And 69s, of course. And just some helpful functions. You want to get a uniform. You want to get an integer. That's always something. You need an integer between 5 and 10. I don't care what it is, but I want an integer. No, that's one of them. A percentage. You want a random percentage. Sometimes you just need a random percentage. That's it. You want to get a random item for an array. You just pass an array, you get a random item back. I recently added this one. You want to shuffle an array. A weighted value. That's another interesting one, and I'll create a whole function for it. And I kept these in. These are created for the previous dungeon. I want to do this with a wave function collapse algorithm. I thought that would be a nice idea to generate the dungeons in this game. But it turned out it completely didn't work. Wave function collapse is better for doing like landscapes or maps. I want to revisit it and rebuild it again, since I now know how it works. But not for this game. At some point, when I'm either done with this game or fed up with this game, I'm going to go back to Farming Valley, my farming game. And I have a million new ideas. Also from the latest game jam I did. I built a farming game in Unity. And I got so many nice ideas that I want to build in Farming Valley. And I could use a random generation for that. Just create a random map. And I'm just procrastinating right now just to figure out what I'm going to do. I don't know. It's... We could try limiting the teleportation to 1 block. That might be something we can do. Because I don't think it would be that hard. And I said 1 block. It could be that it's better to do 1 or maybe 2 would be fine. But I don't want you to be able to teleport all over the map. Also because I want to add traps and holes in the ground. You need to follow a path through a room. Just have something that just like lava or maybe also one thing, traps. There need to be broken tiles. You need to be able to step on a pressure plate or something like that. So you have a slightly raised tile on the ground And you should be able to visually see that. But if you teleport to it, you will be struck and maybe die. If you step on a broken tile, you might have 3 seconds to pass and then it breaks behind you. You cannot go back. But it only works if you cannot teleport like all the way. So the teleportation limit will be really part of the game mechanic. So maybe we can just add that today. I need to think where the code is to do that. So it is in my components in the pick target, I think. Let's see. Pick, start, update. Here we're going to pick. But do we know our current position? Is there a current position here? Is there a property not picked floor to player? Yeah, we do know the player. So we can check where the player is. Now I do wonder. But I need to figure that out. We just need to do the player. We also have the player position. Oh, in the game state. This is a tricky one. This is a tricky one because the player state in the player position in the game state doesn't have to be the player, the position of the where the player actually is. Because we're wearing a VR headset, you can move around. You can just step to the other side of the room. Now when you teleport, when you move in your room and you teleport, you will teleport to the position relative where you are. Although that's how I build it in storage space. If you don't know the game storage space, I can. It's personally I think it's one of my best games. This one. I don't think it won any. It has everything, even music. Oh, it doesn't have music. Wait. I didn't know this should not be on this album I was playing. Oh, funny. This was not in the game. The reason I'm confused, I've used this particular song as a trigger for the end of my streams in the past. Every stream I would end with this song. So now, sorry. We're playing random songs. That's why I thought I was playing an album, but I'm just playing random stream beats. Look at this construction. Switch true. This is JavaScript, but apparently it works in TypeScript as well. So we switched true, and so this is like a switch that is turned inside out. Normally, you would check if some value is 1, 2, 3, or a letter, or. But here we do true. And we check if it has a tag floor, it is true, we do this. If it has button, we don't do anything. If it's door, we do this. Now we can only teleport to a floor, but now I can't remember if there could be multiple, but this is a funny construction. Switch true. Remember that one. That's cool. I'm trying to figure out what we're going to do here and how we're going to do it. We need to check our current position. So the position of the player. In the update, we technically need to know the distance of, or the length. So we cast, I think we cast array, right? It's spot. Ray hit. Does ray hit have a length? Distances. So it's already in here. But you could technically fake it if you just hold your hand out. If you say 1 meter and you hold your hand out, you might be able to just slightly hit. Just. But okay. But it's show indicator. Hit pause, show indicator. It's funny, if picking is active, so when you press the button, picking becomes active. If we have a hit spot, we do something else, and if picking is active, we cast a ray. Every frame. This doesn't even check if we can, if picking is allowed. Where does it trigger that indicator? We do have the indicators, that's this file, right? We have a not allowed. Yeah, so how do we set the not allowed? That's just out of it. This is out of it. This is reset the position. So it's a show indicator. Picking allowed, but it doesn't do anything with the distance. It just checks the object. We can just say, well, it's fine that you show an indicator. But we can say force force allowed is false. But it's actually force not allowed. But that would be weird. Or not. So if force not allowed is true. If force not allowed is true, we should set it to not allowed. If it doesn't have tags, we return. No, if force not allowed. If force not allowed, we're just going to set it to not allowed and return. It's not allowed ever if we force it. So we always, if we say, well, we never allow it. We just don't care. We don't allow to teleport here because the distance is too far. So now we go here. If picking is active, ray hit. So let's say if we always pick the first one, ray hit distances 0 is bigger than 1.5. This, well, let's just do let allowed is true. Was it force? No, let's do the force not allowed. Force not allowed is false. False. Out of 4. So we do show indicator. And we say, okay. Force not allowed is false. We don't force not allowed because... Except when the distance is bigger than 1.5 meters, then we set it to true. At this point, we don't care if we can teleport. We just don't allow it. Now, there might be some rule at some point where we say, yeah, well... If there is something special there, you might be able to teleport to it, but... It's kind of weird to do it this way, but... I don't want to... We can only test the darn thing in VR, so let's go into VR. MetaQuest browser. Yes, you can see what I'm seeing. Let's make sure we refresh. Let's close the localhost. Go into VR and see what happens. So we cannot teleport. Oh, we can teleport here. We cannot teleport there. So 1.5 meters is too small. That's funny. So how far does it need to be? Like 2? So if you want to teleport there, it's funny that we cannot teleport anywhere. Oh, wait, what? So we cannot teleport here. Yeah, we don't even check if we can teleport there. It's just the indicator. It's just the indicator. At this point, we just show the indicator. But the indicator itself doesn't even force it. It's this one that forces it. The trick is only we come back here. Because the reason I'm doing it this way is, and the order is very important here. If I press the button, picking becomes active. And in this case, the button is not active. So it is not pressed, but picking is active. So I release the button when we get here. And then picking is not active again. And then we teleport. And then we're going to check if picking is allowed again. But we don't do that forced thing here. We do that forced thing to show the indicator. So let's set this to 2. And let's do it like this. Now we need to reset it at some point. No, we cannot even do it like this. Ooh, we need to do it like this. Now we need to reset it. We can do it with an else. Yes. So if the distance is bigger than 2, it's not allowed. If it's closer than 2, it is allowed. And we cannot teleport if it's not allowed. So if it's picking is allowed, and it's not force not allowed, so it is allowed, then we teleport. Otherwise we don't teleport. I think this is it. Could be that it's this easy. Easy peasy. Let's go to VR again. I need to do something with the screen here. Maybe I need to see if I can show something on the screen. Do you see something? Yeah, we do. Oh, damn it! I turned my VR headset off. Let's refresh. Do you see something? You do. So now, I cannot teleport there. Now the 2 meters is over there, but diagonally. Damn it. So that's 2 meters, but that's not. I can do slightly there, but not much. I can't even teleport there because it's 2 meters. I cannot do the 2 meter thing. I need to calculate somehow. So the 2 meter thing is not how it's going to work. I need to use the hit position and my current position. And round it off into meters. Take the center of where I'm standing and the center of the other tile. That will be tricky. I'm thinking this will be tricky. This will be really tricky. Can I do paint so I can show you? Paint. Let's do paint. Wait, I got this thing. Yeah. My desk is a bit full, but I think it should be working. Yeah. So we are standing on a grid. This is a grid, right? So let's do it a little bit more. So say we are standing here. We are standing right there. We're not standing in the center. But we need to calculate from, we need to move this to the meter, so that it will be probably right here. And then move it to the center, so we need to calculate the center. And then we point anywhere on this tile. So our ray we cast is going from right here. And we're pointing it right there. This is a straight line. Yeah, it's not straight when I draw it. I cannot draw anything straight. Wait. Control C. I can just do a line, right? So we are pointing there, but then, oh, that's funny. How do I go back to a brush? So we are standing here. We're pointing there, but we need to calculate it to the center, and then say, well, we go from here to there, and if that's anywhere, if that's anywhere on this tile, on this tile, this tile, this tile, this tile, this tile, this tile, or that tile, then it is allowed to teleport. We cannot teleport anywhere around here. But the only way to calculate that is by rounding off the tiles to the center and check if it's a surrounding tile. Even if we teleport from there to there. Now, I do place the that object, that target on the center. Where's my thing? There. I do place that thing on the center of the tile. The indicator. The not allowed indicator is going to the center of a tile. So when I do show indicator, it's the object we hit. But we can use that position as well. I think. How is it X? X is the hit position. Now I don't even know how this works. Where's the rounding of the position? I hit an object, and then I take the position of that object. So what I could do is just cast a ray directly down of the player, check what the world position is of the object we're standing on, and then check the distance between that object and the object we target, and then check if that's less than 2 meters. Because this is 1, this is 2. So if it's less than 2, less than 1.5. So this is 1. This is 1. No, it's more than 1. Diagonally, so it's more than 1, but it's not 2. So we might be able to get away with that. How long we're streaming? An hour and a half. I'm not sure how to fix this. We're getting close. I wish there was an easy way of getting a position of the current. I do have the player, but I wonder if this is the. I always wonder. I haven't really figured it out. This player is this. This is when you use the WASD keys, it's moving. But this one is actually tracking space, but. Even this one is tracking the space even more. This is where your eyes are. Is player moving? Is the player object moving when you move your head? Is that where the camera is attached to? I don't know. Let's say here. No. Probably only if it's different than something. Well, we can check, right? Let's say we teleport. We just do a console. Log. No, it's this. This dot player dot get position world. So when we teleport, whoa, when we teleport, we just write down the position of the world. Would that work? Yeah. I have this open here. We can do an inspect window. It opens there, but we have it here right now. So I'm going into VR and I'm going to check back in a second. I love these little guys. I didn't draw them. That's too bad. But do you think these could be the dwarves that roamed and built these mines? These dungeons? Yeah, it are mines. There will be ores as well. But yeah. Or should they be taller and like the same height as you? I like that they're little small guys. Okay, let's see. If we teleport here. Now we should have written down a player position. So we can, as you can see here, we did. Now I wonder what happens. So I'm going into VR, but I'm leaving this open. If I would teleport to the same spot. No, I'm teleporting really. If I'm... Oh. Damn it. Press the button again. If I'm here. Is it teleporting? Yes, it's teleporting. Is it the same position every time? No, it's not. So I can teleport here, right? Slightly moving. So the last one should be a bigger difference. It is. So that could be. But it's probably because that's the position of my head. Now it's 5 and almost 7. That sucks. Because I'm standing in the middle of the tile. So I would expect it to be like a round number. Oh no! No. The pivot is at the center. If I just round that number, I have the tile I'm standing on, technically. Is it before teleporting or after teleporting? I think it's before, because I should teleport to the center. Yeah, this is before. So if I would get the position, I would round it, but I would round it up as well. So if we do math. So let's pause, right? And then we do math dot round. Is it not math? This is math dot round. Round it to the nearest integer. So let's do pause. No, that's not how we do this. It's like console log. No, it's like I want to do x period colon. Where's the colon? There we go. Open, close, comma. No, I don't. Doesn't matter. It looks like VR, but just a 2D game. There's nothing real 3D about the whole game. It looks 3D, but it's all the same level, so we can just approach everything as 2D. Don't tell anyone. I'm just making a 2D game. It just looks 3D, but it's just a 2D game. Everything is 2D. It's the secret of a good VR game. Make it 2D. And make it... It's a 2D game, but make it look like 3D. So this should be the center. Now we can also do a console.log. Let's say vec3 dot from values xyz. So that would be pos like this, but I don't want. I only need the first or two actually. Wait, we can do a vec2 and just not use the other one. Is there a vec2? Yeah, we do have a vec2. Come on, see? Let's player pos ppos dot distance. No. Ow. So now we have a distance between the two. That is the distance we need, I think. I'm going to hit save. I'm going here. I'm going to just make sure, really completely sure it's being rebuilt. And we're going back to VR. I'm really happy with how the fire turned out. Okay, so we're just going to teleport there. Now we should have a distance in our debug. Distance is almost 1, which is kind of odd. But we have 3.7, so that's our position, right? Oh, I didn't round it down when we calculated the distance. It's wait, it's math. It's just this value. So pos is the player position. Not rounded down. Then ppos is the player position rounded down. And then write down the distance. Only when we teleport. So maybe I'm just going to comment out the teleportation thing. This one. So now I can just test. I'm going to teleport twice. I'm going to teleport diagonally. And I'm going to teleport forward, but 2 tiles. Then I have 2 distances, and I'm going to recalculate it right here. If that distance is bigger than the values I got, then we don't allow it. That's how it's going to be. We're getting close. Let's make sure we rebuild the package again. Let's go to VR and check it. Oh, that's not... We're not going to end. Wrong scene. Sorry. So we're in VR. We're going to refresh. We're going to go into VR. There we go. So I'm going to teleport forward. I'm going to teleport diagonally. I'm going to teleport... Wait. I cannot teleport there. Why not? I'm going to teleport there. doesn't matter. I'm not sure why I couldn't teleport to that specific location, but whatever. Is where it should show with the teleportation thing anyways. So it's 1, 1.4, and 2. 2 should not be allowed. 1.4 should be allowed. So if it's 1.5, we're fine. Is this... So technically it is the distance is the square root of 2. Will you look at that? 4, 1, 4, 2. It goes off at some point. To what point? 2, 1, 3, 5, 6, 2, 3, 7, 3, and then we're off. Wow. So it's almost the square root of 2. I think we're safe if we say if we do this, but then we do that at this point. So we still have the player position. We have the PPOS. Didn't I copy it correctly? Wait, what? I did do it wrong. Oh, I need to copy that one as well. X. Okay. This is fine. But this is going to change. So we do this. And then we say if instead of that distance, that ray distance, we have this distance. If that is bigger than 1.5, we can make it slightly bigger just to be safe. 1.6. Then 4 is not allowed. I think this would work. I was getting late. It's 11:30 p.m. So, and I've been streaming for a while, almost 2 hours. It's a long stream today. So yeah, that doesn't really help. Let's go to VR. It's really funny. If you're streaming, you cannot think straight. You should not do math on stream. Never. But I did. I just did. And I hope it works. This is weird. I'm looking in the wrong direction. I'm looking forward there. Why? That's weird. I couldn't teleport there. I couldn't teleport there. I could teleport there. That's correct. It's working. I can teleport only one tile. I'm too high up, so let's go down here. Okay, now I'm going to do something weird. I'm going to move backwards a bit. So you might not be able to hear me correctly, but I'm going to... So I'm standing on this tile, but I'm going to step aside a bit. And just move and see what happens. So now I could teleport there, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not sure why I'm moving. So we're standing on this tile. I can move to that tile, but I'm going to move there physically. Cable is stuck. Not there yet? And I move there. Before still, damn it. Wait, so now I'm standing there. Going to bump into things. I cannot see anything. Oh, that's my chair. I'm walking over here. I'm way too high up because I'm standing now, but Yeah, I could now teleport there. That's weird. Oop. Whoa. I think it's working. So, there's a chair here. I'm actually sitting on a chair right now. I'm sitting on a chair and walking around with the headset on without any. I fell over almost, but I think it's working. I'm going to do some more testing in the morning. Oh, that's Rosie. So I'm going to commit this. I even dare to just call this one done. Save. We can only teleport one block now. It might be, there might be a bug, but teleport only one block. Commit, push, done. Now the next thing would be, you can only access a door when you're standing next to it. That's a whole different thing, but that will be a thing for the next stream. So with that, I'm going to refresh this window. So we can look at that little guy there. I love him. I will see you on the next stream. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you know when I go live again. Hit that bell icon and all the kind of crazy stuff. Make sure you find me on Twitter and the Discord. And I will see you on the next one. Have a great rest of your day. Bye bye.